video for black bean burgers. This is probably in my top 10 favorite foods of all time. However, so this recipe I came up with not too long ago and I'm obsessed with it. I do eat it quite often, so please do not judge me. And also, before I forget, a couple of you guys have mentioned how you're interested in being vegetarian and vegan, so I've actually teamed up with the Vegan Society, and this is not sponsored in any way, but they told me that they have this awesome program. It's a 30-day vegan pledge where they will email to you tips, tricks, and recipes for free and how to transition to being vegan. So if you guys want to learn about that, I'm going to link it down below. Also in the description, I will link all the ingredients for the black bean burgers. But if you guys want to see how I made it, keep on watching. Alright, so guys, these are the things that you're going to need. First off, you need obviously a big bowl to put all of your ingredients in. This is the one I had in my house. And the first ingredient is going to be a 29-ounce can of black beans. The second thing is a 15-ounce can of kidney beans. This is optional. And half a small red onion chopped. Half a cup of flour. I'm using whole wheat. Nutritional yeast. It's going to be 1/3 of a cup, and you guys know how much I love this stuff. You're going to be using 2 pinches of salt, but you can add more if you want to. Half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of cumin, 1/3 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, any type of bread that you want. I'm using Fiber One English muffins. Hummus. I'm using this instead of like mayonnaise, but if you want to use mayonnaise, feel free to do so. Lettuce. I'm using spring mix because it is so delicious. Some sliced tomatoes and Sriracha. This is also optional. Alright, to start out, I'm just going to open my can of black beans and throw it in a strainer. And just like my chili video, I like to wash off my beans from all the stuff that they put on it in the can. So I'm just putting it in a strainer, I'm going to wash it off and then put it into my big bowl. And for the kidney beans, I'm going to do the same exact thing, except it didn't have a push top, so I had to crank it open, but I'm just putting it in a strainer. I'm going to wash it off and add it right on top of the black beans. Alright, so there are my beans in the bowl, and I'm going to take a potato masher and I'm going to start mashing the beans. You kind of want it to look like, I guess, mashed potatoes, if you were to say like chunky mashed potatoes. So I'm just mashing it so it's pretty, like, it's like, I don't know, I can't describe it, but you'll see the texture that I'm talking about. And I am trying to keep some of the black beans intact, so that way you still get a good bite out of it. So when you're all set, you kind of get this like very thick mashed potato texture that looks like this. Alright, so I'm going to start out by adding the flour, and I didn't use a measuring cup because I kind of been really good at ballparking it. So I'm just going to mix this all up together, and because the beans are a little bit watery, that's why we are using flour. And then next, the nutritional yeast I'm putting on top, and I'm going to mix it the same way I did the flour until it's thoroughly combined. Next, I'm adding my 2 pinches of salt. I'm adding my pepper, the cumin, the garlic powder, and I'm going to mix that all up together until it's thoroughly combined. Alright, next I'm going to start cutting up my red onion, and you can use regular onions in this recipe, but I just love red onions in it, so if you want to try either. And I'm just going to dice it up pretty fine and just throw it right into the bowl with the mashed black bean and pinto beans. And you can add more or less if you want to, but I actually ended up adding more, but I didn't film it because I didn't want you to think I was crazy for adding a whole onion into the burger, but yes. Alright, so now we are going to start shaping our burger, and it's pretty simple. All you do is you just grab a piece that you think would be good, big enough, and you just start shaping it into a patty. And I made quite a few with this recipe, so it's makes a lot, so you can easily freeze it and bake it or grill it anytime you want a burger. So that's how many I made, and I'm going to be cooking on this griddle that I got from Christmas like 3 years ago, and I'm just going to put it on the medium temperature. It's about 300 degrees, I think, and I'm just going to start placing my burgers on. And I do squish it down slightly just to make sure it's evenly heated well, if that makes sense. And in the meantime, I'm going to start slicing up my tomatoes for my burger. I do 2 slices per burger, and I love tomatoes in burgers, so this is going to turn out great. And I'm also going to take out all of the lettuce I'm going to be putting in the burger as well. And lastly, I'm going to throw my English muffins into the toaster to obviously toast. I don't like them too crispy, but I do think that it would be good if they're a little bit warm. And you guys will know when it's done when it obviously is brown on each side. I usually do about 4 minutes each side, and then it should look like that when it's all done. Alright, now let's assemble. So instead of mayo, like I said, I'm using hummus. So I'm going to be spreading hummus on each of the halves of the bread. And I am pretty generous because I just think hummus adds so much to it. And I'm going to put a little bit of Sriracha on both of the top halves, and I'm gonna start plating my burgers, and they look so delicious, guys. If there was smell-o-vision, you guys would be like going insane right now. It's so good. So after I add my burgers, I just place my tomatoes right on top, and then I put my lettuce. And this lettuce has like, I don't even know, it has like any type of greens in it. It's really amazing. And this is it. They're pretty much like sliders, and they're so delicious, and I have them probably once a week, and I do keep them in my freezer just in case I'm too lazy to make a whole batch. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you really enjoy and you try it out. Thank you guys for tuning in this week, and if you try this recipe, please let me know in the description down below, as well as if you take pictures of it, please show me on Twitter and Instagram. I'd love to see it. And if you guys, yet again, are interested in the vegan pledge, don't forget to check the link down below. But until my next video, guys, I will see you soon. Bye. This week, and if you try this recipe, please let me know. And if you take any pictures of the food that you eat, that sounds strange. Let me rephrase that. Hold on.